Alright, guys, we are back with round 3 hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got two regulars. We have Julio on the left playing Evilswarm versus Josh J on the right playing Geargia. So, yes, Julio's got 3 second places, but he's still trying to get that first win on the channel. Maybe he'll get it in hat format. While Josh J has 3 first places in a few seconds, so we'll see if he can get a 4th win with hat. Both these guys are 2-0. So winner of this is actually guaranteed a spot in top 4 because we had 16 players, 4 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 4. So Josh went first, set 2 back rows, and most likely Geargia armor. So here, Julio, MST. So again, there's no heavy storm. So you can set all 4 of your back rows in this format. Okay, so Josh flips summons armor. Julio breakthrough skills, and Josh chains compose. So for those of you guys who don't know, breakthrough skill is like a Veiler. But it has a bonus effect that you can banish in the graveyard. Banish it in the graveyard and like negate a face-up monster's effect. Alright. So I believe Josh searched Arsenal off of armor. So armor, for those of you guys who may not know hat format, armor when it's flipped, you search a Geargia monster. So he searched Arsenal, which is a lone fire for Geargia monsters. And now you can get the Geargia armor with Arsenal, so he just resets the armor just to keep gaining. Every time it's flipped, it's just a free search for a Geargia monster. Okay, so now Julio normal summons Evilswarm caster. So this one, when it's normal summon, you get an extra normal summon for an Evilswarm monster. So he summons the Thunderbird, and Josh right away activates Max C. Probably trying to stop Julio from Exceed summoning, so we'll see if Julio decides to XYZ summon. So the Thunderbird is weird. It's like when it's when a card or effect is activated, you can chain it and banish itself, and then when it comes back during the standby phase and it gains 300 attacks. Kind of like a wind-up rabbit for those of you guys who may know wind-up rabbit. But you can't just do it whenever. I think a card has to be activated. I haven't seen this card in a while, so I believe that's what it does. His name, BB. So he chooses a Diamond Dire Wolf. Hopefully Josh drew off of the Max C. So Diamond Dire Wolf, what that one does is you can target one beast, warrior, or winged beast on your side of the field and destroy any other card on the field. So most of the time they go Diamond Dire Wolf, target itself, and pop another card. But you can't pop your own cards, which I didn't know that. And it's really good, but you can target other winged beasts. It's really good if you're playing like a winged beast, like Black Wings, for example, would be pretty good there. So anyways, Josh summons Geargiano MK2. So this one's like a blizzard. I'm guessing he attacked him for what? What's Geargiano MK2? 1300, I think? So yeah, it's a blizzard, but you bring back the monster. Yeah, you just bring back the monster in defense mode. So he brought back armor and then used armor's effect to reset itself. So then now if Julio attacks or whenever it's Josh's turn, he's going to flip up that armor and search another Geargia card, another Geargia monster. Yes, and Geargiano MK2, it's kind of like a blizzard except the card that Josh has face up on the field right now. It's like a blizzard except you also get the effect when it's flip summoned. Yep, he's your special. Oh no, but you can also special summon from your hand. I didn't know that. I forgot about that. Yes, so it's a little different than Blizzard because Blizzard only does Grave. Okay, so Josh normal summons Kirkion. So Evilswarm Kirkion, what that card does is you can banish one Evilswarm monster from your graveyard, add another Evilswarm monster from your grave to hand, and then it gives you an extra normal. So both these decks are just rank 4 toolbox decks. Both. And let's see, did Josh have another Max C or something? Oh, they're arguing about something about Kirkion. Okay, so he adds the caster. Okay. So he summons caster, and here Josh activates a second Max C, just probably trying to get him not to XYZ summon. So what is caster's attack? It is 1750, so Josh... MK2 is what? What's Geargiano MK2's attack? This one I don't remember. I don't remember some of these cards' attacks. Oh, it's 1,000. Okay, so. And then he takes 750. So Josh flipped armor. And then so Josh summons Diamond Dire Wolf and he special summon Accelerator. So Accelerator, for those of you guys who don't know, Accelerator, if you control another Geargia monster, you can just special summon it in face up defense position. And it has another effect, but that one doesn't come up that often. What's his other effect? His other effect is when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one Geargia monster in your graveyard. Except Accelerator, add that target to your hand. So here, Josh summons MK2, which is the Blizzard, but except you can do it from your hand as well. Brings back armor, special summons Accelerator, goes for Geargigant X. So Geargigant X, detach material, add Geargia. I think you can add any machine from your grave or deck to the hand. So yeah, Josh is reading this. I know Geargia really well because a lot of my friends played that deck while I was playing. So yeah, I know this deck very well. I have a lot of experience against this deck. One of the reasons I didn't play Hat at the Nationals because I actually entered the Hat tournament, and one of the reasons I was actually playing the Hat deck for months, but I couldn't beat Geargia with it. That's why I didn't think. I thought that surprisingly the Hat deck won, like it dominated Nats, which was surprising because I thought Geargia just had a really good matchup. Okay, so here Josh summons Carnagorgon, so he attacks over that one. So this is 24, that's 700. Carnagorgon is 700, it's 2450 attack. Gigantex is 23, right? What's Kirkion? 600, so he takes another 700. I have to look up the attacks of these cards. Gear. Gigantex. Yes, Gigantex is 2300. What's Kirkion? So he summons Kirkion again. So remember, he can banish. So he banishes caster, adds another Kirkion to hand. Yeah, Julio's, like I said, this is our first Hat tournament. So he summons, this one's like a Cyber Dragon, this Mandragora. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon. Oh, it's not like a Cyber Dragon. They just have to control more monsters than you do. But this is his extra normal thanks to Kirkion. Let's see. When this card's graveyard, this blah blah blah. Yeah, so you can. Okay, that's what I was wondering. So here he goes for Exciton Knight. So, Exciton Knight, if your opponent controls more cards than you do in their field and hand, it's a Judgment Dragon. You detach one material and blow up all of the cards on the field. And also, your opponent takes no battle damage for the rest of the turn. That's what. Now you can only use it during your main phase and your opponent's battle phase. So Josh got Geargiano MK2 back with Gigant X's effects. So Gigant X, when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Geargiano monster and special summon it. Sorry, not add. You can special summon a Geargiano monster from your graveyard. So the only targets are like MK2 and the little Geargiano. I haven't explained a lot of these cards. I'm just explaining these for those of you guys who may not know the format. Okay, so here Josh activates Soul Charge. So Soul Charge, he's going to target 3 monsters, so he's going to pay 3,000 life points. It looks like, and obviously he cannot conduct his battle phase the turn you play Soul Charge. Oh, he goes for 4. So I'm going to go over the other card that Josh summoned, which is Carnagorgon. So this one is kind of like if you target, yes. Any card that would target exactly one card in the field, you can attach one Exomite Z material from this card, then target another card on the field that would be an appropriate target for that card. That card effect now, what does it say? Now targets a new target. So like for example, if you MST, let's say I have a back row and my opponent MSTs and they have a back row, I chain Carnagorgon and force them to target their card. So it's pretty good. You can use it on like Pallades as well. So anyways, Josh has to deal with the Exciton Knight without using his battle phase. So he goes for 101 Silent Arc. Now he goes Rhapsody. So Rhapsody, you can banish any 2 cards from, I believe, either player's graveyard, and then you can equip it to an XYZ monster, and the XYZ monster gains 1200 attack. So the only issue is here that I think sometimes you're better off bringing 101 in defense mode or XYZ, anything in general, just because you play around your opponent using their own 101 arc against you. So we'll see if it comes back to bite Josh here. So that 101 is at 3300 attack. It can protect itself by detaching that Exciton Knight as a material to protect it from being destroyed by battle once or card effect. Now, I know you can banish monsters and spells and traps with Rhapsody, but can you do your own cards just to make sure? No, you can only do your opponent's cards for Rhapsody, where you can banish cards from their grave. Okay, so here Julio activated Rhoda. I think he searched Caster. So Caster gives him an extra normal summon for an Evilswarm. He summons Kirkion. And doesn't use Kirkion's effect because I think he has no Evilswarms left. So yes, this is what I was saying. Maybe Josh should have just summoned the 101 defense mode. And attacks into Josh's armor. So Josh will search 1 off the armor. I'm trying my best to explain these cards, because I know some of you guys watching my channel is mostly for Edison. But I think kind of like one of my goals is to have Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Be more than one format, because I think having only Edison, it becomes a little stale. That's why I've done Tengu in the past, and now we're doing Hat. That's why my channel's name is Legacy Retro Formats, not Edison, because you never know. Maybe Edison will die down in popularity and another format will take over, take its place. I can see it happening down the road. So anyways, Josh searches the Lone Fire for Geargias, the Arsenal. I think I have life points right. I might have missed something. I have him 56 to 3250. Whew. This is tough. So here, Josh. So we know he has Arsenal. So what, did he just set another armor? And here, I think this one's just a vanilla for Rescue Rabbit. Yes, this is just a vanilla monster, but it's like 1950. So that vanilla monster runs it over. It looks like Josh is out of targets for Geargia armor. I know some people like the synchro version of Geargia, and I think I feel like the synchro version is more explosive. It's probably better with Soul Charge, but I feel like this version is more consistent. So here he pokes him for 21. So we're at 56 to 1150. Josh summons the Arsenal. Also, one thing about Arsenal, the Lone Fire for Geargia, is it actually gains attack for each Geargia monster. So it's 1700, but it includes itself, so it's a 1900 monster, unless you have like a skill drain up or something. Yeah, gains 200 attack for each Geargia monster you control. Oh, sorry, no, it's 1700. It's 1500, and it gains 200 for itself. So it looks like Josh concedes. So Julio takes game 1. So if you go like Arsenal Accelerator, then the Arsenal will be 1900 attack. For some reason, I thought it was 17. I think because people would attack with it, they would go summon, attack for 17, and then set armor. That's why I thought it was 17. Again, I haven't played Geargia 10 years. So. Alright, so here comes Arsenal, and now remember, this is hat format, so we don't have priority. Now, we are still drawing 6 cards, which something I didn't know was the draw 6 rule changed the week after the Nationals in Detroit for hat format. So right now, we're still drawing 6. But right after this, it changed to draw 5. But we don't have priority, though, which is some good news, so obviously, that Arsenal didn't have priority right there. That's why he was able to affect Baylor it. Okay, and Josh is reading the Thunderbird. So remember, that Arsenal is 1700 attack, so let's hope. What's the Thunderbird's attack? Let's see if they remember. Well, Josh Sharkham. Ooh. Oh, no. Yeah, it's 1650. So he's going to take 50. Yeah, see, Julio forgot. Again, guys, let's give everyone some slack because this is our first hat tournament. Some of us just picked up decks. I didn't even know Julio had a hat deck. Shout out to him for picking it up so quick. So like Josh being a good guy, letting him take it back. I probably would have done it. I probably would have let him take it back. It's a local, our first hat tournament. Josh is a stand-up guy for not sharking him. All right, so Julio sets to. One thing I don't know. I kind of do like not having to worry about Heavy Storm, but at the same time, it's annoying dealing with set 5. So here, Julio chains the Thunderbird. Probably wants the Thunderbird to stick on the field so that maybe Josh has a response. What happened? Why didn't he chain the Thunderbird? So anyways, Josh activates Geargia gear. So if that one brings out 2 level 3 monsters and makes them level 4. But it only brings out the Geargianos. I believe that's what it does. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. But I'll check. This is like one of the best cards in the deck. So yes, special summon 2 Geargiano monsters from your deck and increase their levels by 1. You can only activate 1 Geargia gear per turn. Card's really good. So here... Wait, what happened to the Thunderbird? Anyways, Josh activates the Lone Fire for Geargia as the arsenal, and... Wait, what happened? He chained Emptiness, and he chained another Emptiness. Uh-oh. So now Josh sets armor, attacks Julio for 23. So he's got double Emptiness. Isn't one of those Emptiness still supposed to be there? And what happened to the Thunderbird? I don't know. This game was all messed up. Josh told me that there was some issues during this duel. Oh, Rabbit! Oh, that cute little guy. Rescue Rabbit. No, it's Rabbit, not Cat. Julio, this isn't Edison. This is not your GB deck. Yeah, you have to banish Rabbit. And Josh flipped Emptiness, chained Emptiness to Rescue Rabbit, and Julio concedes. So we are going to the third game. I don't know what happened there with the Emptiness. I don't think that was supposed to happen that way. Let me know in the comments. If they mess up that situation with the Emptiness, I think they did. But here we go. Game 3. Who's going to get the guaranteed spot in top 4? Julio or Josh? What's funny is Julio's on Evilswarm, and this is like his worst matchup because this is a rank 4 deck. Like, he has not summoned Ophion, which... Hold on, I gotta search this Thunderbird because I don't know what happened there. Yes, during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can banish this card you control. So I don't know why he didn't banish it to the Geargia gear. I don't know what happened. So anyways, Julio did not XYZ summon. So he just leaves both his monsters up and passes. Probably because, I don't know, is Ophion... I guess Ophion's not good in this matchup. But don't you want to go get like the spell card and the trap card for Evilswarm? So here Josh activates Emptiness. So for those guys who don't know, Emptiness is like neither player can special summon. And when a card is sent from the field, I think it's from your field or deck to the grave, it gets destroyed. Alright, so here I think Julio chained the Thunderbird to Emptiness to banish itself, and then he attacks over the armor with the vanilla for Evilswarm, which is 1950 attack, so it runs over 1900 defense of armor, and then he attacks him for 1750. I think maybe Josh should have sided out Emptiness against this deck. Yeah, this deck doesn't... I mean, yeah, it goes into Ophion at rank 4s, but... Again, Josh borrowed this deck. Who knows, like, the side deck and stuff. Is he going to finally summon Ophion? We have not seen Ophion. No, he goes for Key Beetle. Okay, I know Key Beetle. So you need Darks to summon Key Beetle. And then it can protect the card. Okay, I have to read some of these cards. I think that's what Key Beetle does. I remember I used it to protect Mask or Restrict. Where is it? Key Beetle. I can't find Key Beetle. But this one's Stygian Dirge. Let me read this trap card. Reduce the levels of all monsters your opponent controls by 1. So obviously, it forces Josh to become a rank 3 deck, and he's going to protect it with Key Beetle. Let me go. Master. I think it's Master Key Beetle, right? Yes, there it is. So Julio brought back the Thunderbird during the standby phase. Yes, you need 2 level 4 dark monsters to summon Key Beetle. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card, then target 1 card you control, except this card. While this card is face up on the field, that card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you protect your Stygian Dirge. But here, it looks like Josh had an Ice Hand, and the Ice Hand popped Julio's bottomless. So now, if Julio gets rid of that Fire Hand, he's going to pop one of his monsters, probably the Key Beetle. Because right now the Key Beetle is protecting the Stygian Dirge. So Julio, how are you going to deal with the Fire Hand? You can make Abyss Dweller. Yeah, I'm not used to explaining cards. Something I don't normally do, but yes. Ice Hand, when this card is just sent from the field to the graveyard, you can pop a spell or trap, and then special summon the Fire Hand. And Fire Hand pops monsters when it's destroyed. So this is why this format is called Hat format, because the most popular deck, which is Hand, Artifact, Trap Tricks. And a lot of decks play the hands. They're just good cards in general. And they're hard to deal with. They're annoying. People were making fun of Josh for doing that finger thing. Who was it? Someone was making fun of Josh because last time he was on camera, he was doing that finger thing and then like didn't do anything. I remember. Okay, so here, Josh summons the Lone Fox. Oh, okay. So he breakthrough skilled the Dweller, crashed the Fire Hand. Oh man, that breakthrough skill is going in. So I know Fire Hand is 1600, so he took 900 from Fire Hand crashing, and then 300 from Dweller crashing into Dweller. No, run that Dweller over, man. Just get it off the field. Oh, no. Josh, what are you doing, man? No. I think he should have just... Let me see what he does here. Why not just wipe his field? I guess you want... What are you going to go for here? It's a Dweller. Does he have no more armors left? Does he have all the armors in his hand? Is that why he's going for this? Can't you... Has he used Geargiano? What does Geargiano do? I think that one had a pretty good effect. You contribute this card to target 1 level 4 machine type monster graveyard, special summon, but its effects are negated. Okay, that's what Geargiano does. And... yeah. So Josh decides to go for Karna Gorgon. Yeah, I think he should have just popped. He should have just crashed the Fire Hand into the Dweller. Oh, so Josh learned his lesson. This time he summoned the 101 defense mode. See? This is why you practice, so you don't make the same mistakes again. But I think he could have also just popped the Fire Hand, or rammed the Fire Hand into the Dweller, attack him for 17, and then use the effect instead of armor, right? Unless if he has all the armors in his hand. Unless all the armors are gone, it's possible. But then, I don't know, get Accelerator or something. So here Josh chains Crow to Kirkion. Does this Kirkion target? Kirkion, I forgot this card's name. Oh, Soul Charge from Julio. Let me read Kirkion. Oh, yes, you do have to target. Okay, so you banish and then target for Kyrgion. So here, Julio soul charges for 3 monsters. Why bring back the Key Beetle, though? Just have an extra body? Okay, I remember this card. So you send... is that thing generic? Black Ship of Corn? It might not be generic. So he summons Carnagorgon. Yeah, how do you make Black Ship? Black Ship. You just need 2 level 4 monsters. Why can't he make that one? It was pretty attachments. Oh, you can only send 1 face-up monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to this card's. And it cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. So he could have went for... Yeah, why didn't he go for Corn? He could have went for Black Ship of Corn. I don't know why he didn't. That's weird. Oh well. So now Josh summons Geargia MK2 the Blizzard. And here Julio effect Veilers it. We know Josh has another armor. So I don't know what happened with... Okay, so he has 1 armor in the grave. Switches 101 to attack mode. And you got to attack over Kyrgion. So I'm guessing Julio brought back the Key Beetle just to have another monster. Why not, right? Yeah, see, I think Josh shouldn't have... Okay, he's got Accelerator, just using it as a body. Attacks. So that thing's 1,000. So what's Kyrgion's attack? I don't remember Kyrgion's attack. Oh, it's 16. So he takes 600. And now passes. Ran over Kyrgion for 500. Yes, so I think what Josh should have done when he had the Fire Hand and the Arsenal, he should have just rammed the Fire Hand, popped the Dweller, and then like set armor. If he had another armor, I think he should have another armor in his deck. Unless if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive he doesn't have another armor. So here he's gonna attack the 101 for 450. And now Key Beetle attacks for 400. So we're at 4,500 to 36. So he can run over the Accelerator too if he wants to. And he does. And then Accelerator's effect will activate. He's going to add Arsenal. Yeah, so you can target any Geargia monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand with Accelerator. So Josh has 1 armor, 2 armors. Yes, he should have a 3rd armor in his deck. Maybe there's only 2. Maybe he's siding 1 out. I don't know. I would never side out armor, but... Alright, so here he summons Arsenal, attacks over Kyrgion for 100. And if he does get it... Yes, he should have done this play when he had the hands, and I think he would have been in a better spot. He would have had a hand... Unless maybe he ran out of hands. I don't know how many hands are in his deck, but Julio wins, so Julio's guaranteed a spot in top 4. Josh is gonna have to win the final round of Swiss, the bubble round. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I know I'm explaining the cards more because this is a newer format, but let me know how you guys feel about hat format, and I'll see you guys soon for the rest of the tournament. Bye, everyone.